friends, how are you? Welcome back to my channel. And of course, in today's video we are going to talk about dramatic fanfiction, but it's gonna be a little bit different. As you guys may have noticed, I was hella absent from the channel. I have been hella absent from the channel because I ran into two problems. The first problem is that I was in a massive reading slump, but that was resolved with Choice Intent by Chaos and Crumpet, but we're not gonna talk about that for today. The second problem is that because I did so many recommendation videos and I am not reading fast enough to keep up with the pace that I do the videos, whenever I try to do a new recommendation video now, I find myself just recommending the same 10 story, and I do not want to do that to you guys. So in today's video, we are going to talk about the resources that I use personally when I first started reading dramatic fanfiction, when I was a newbie that knows nothing about this community or this fandom. I'm going to share all of that with you guys in the meantime that I'm trying to sort out my problems so that you guys are not without recommendations, okay? So buckle up, you guys, because I'm sharing my suppliers today. Before I start a video for today, I want to make a disclaimer that the entirety of this video is tailored to dramatic fanfiction only, because that is the only pairing that I read. That is my one true pairing. So if you guys want a little bit more general information on the whole fanfiction alone, I have already made a video on the general where and how to find fanfiction. So if you guys have not checked that out, please go ahead and watch that video. But in this video for today, we are going to get down into the specific, okay? I'm going to share with you guys the places that you can find good quality dramatic fanfiction. So let's get started. The first places that I go to mine my dramatic fanfiction is unsurprisingly Goodreads. Now, I was searching up Isolation by Max Chan, which is the first story that I found and read in the dramatic community, when I stumbled upon this just magical comments from one of our fellow readers. Just look at this comment, guys. This person include every single details in the review, also include a list of their favorite work with rating and the link. So this comment has helped me a ton before, even with the very basic, because I haven't a clue on what AO3 is, on what fanfiction.net is. So they just kind of gave me a gateway into the whole dramatic community, and they give me something to read while I get myself familiarized with the community, while I learn the lingo. So I owe it to this person for providing all the link, all the review, all their favorite works when I first started reading dramatic fanfiction. Definitely recommend Goodreads to those of you who just started with reading dramatic fanfiction, because for those of us who read, I feel like most of us are already familiar with Goodreads, so it's one less tool for you to learn. It's something that you already know, something that you are very comfortable with navigating, so it's just like using the old tool for something new, so it's less intimidating for those of us who just started reading dramatic fanfiction. At the same time, Goodreads has a built-in kind of like recommendation already for you guys, so you guys can check out the other works that are kind of like related, and they are very good dramatic work as well. So I would say that it's a very good place for you guys to start looking for new recommendation if you are a newbie. The second place that I go to mine my dramatic fanfiction is the dramione subreddit. I have mentioned this subreddit a ton of my video before, so you guys know how helpful it was for me personally. What I absolutely love about this subreddit is that there are master lists. Now here is the one from 2022 for you guys, and the one that I am more familiar with, which is what I used back then. The master list not only give you guys a ton of fic to read, breaking down by trope, by characterization, by era, by length, anything you want is there. Not only it gives you so many fic to read, it's also the try and true method, because this is voted by the community, so the public opinion agree that these are good quality, god tier type of work that you guys should check out. Now, I know that everybody's taste in reading is different, so you may not love the popular story that is like well liked by the community, but what it does for you is that it prevents you from reading a bad piece of work. These are fan favorite for a reason. Even if it doesn't fit your preference or fit your taste, they are very good quality piece of work, so that you are not committing yourself to a very bad writing fanfiction. So these master lists are just a perfect way for you to look for a good quality piece of work, and the more you read, the more you'll be able to hone down on your interest, the more you'll be able to kind of filter down and define the favorite trope or favorite details or favorite characterization that you would like to read. When you first start out, when you don't know anything, you just have to try and see if it fits or not. So these are great because they are good quality piece of work for you to experiment with. Apart from the master list, the subreddit also has weekly what are you reading thread for people to share what they are reading. Now for me, it's a very great place for you to look for more niche item, because most of the fan favorite is already mentioned in the master list, but if you guys have already read all of them, or if you guys don't like any of them, you will be able to find some more hidden gems, some more niche story in the what are you reading thread by the people as well. And I know I'm a chicken, so I don't post into that subreddit. I only follow what other people post, but a lot of people are looking for fic in there, looking for more recommendations. So what you can do is follow other people's requests, and there are a ton of requests. You cannot literally go through all the requests in there. So if you want marriage law trope, it's in there. You want 8-year story, it's in there, and people recommend a ton, and there are so many people in there, so you will get a little bit of a different taste from everybody, which is why I'm sharing it with you guys, because I'm not able to recommend all the story out there, and my recommendation is also very tailored to my taste as well. So if you guys want to go explore other things out there in the community, that subreddit is amazing. Next place that I go to my fanfiction is a little bit unorthodox, and that is sending you list of dramione fanfiction recommendation. We all know Sending You, we all know Manako, we all know how great she is with that story, right? So we trust her taste with her fanfiction recommendation, and she has published a list of her favorite work on her Tumblr. I will leave it right here for you guys, and also the link to anything that I mentioned will be down below, so you guys check that out. You have to have impeccable taste in order to write an impeccable piece of work. That is the Manako, that is the pilot in the dramione fandom. If you love Manako, I feel like you will find some really great piece of work in the dramione fanfiction recs that Sending You provided. Some of these are also aspiration or inspiration for her in order to write Manako as well. So I feel like if you love Manako, you will have a good time with her list of recommendations. Next, since we mentioned Tumblr already, I would like for you guys to check out the Dramione as Tumblr page. You can access the fic index, which is just like a directory of all the Dramione fanfiction out there that you can find. You can literally not go through this list, I swear to God. But if you guys want a little bit more kind of like a filter down approach to searching for story, they have their main feed, which they also upload a report or updates on fics that are finished, and they also have like search by tag, search by author, all that kind of stuff. It's just a field day for you to explore that Dramione as page. I stumbled upon so many hidden gems in there, and I would love for you guys to check that out as well. Next approach that I use to mine my fanfiction after all of these is I follow an author's thread. So if I fall in love with an author writing, an author characterization, the details that they write just wound me, I will go and binge read all of their story. You guys already know that Galfoy is my favorite Dramione author of all time, and I have read every single story by Angie's before. I did that to so many other authors. Sending You is one of them, Another Lonely Writer, Nifazol is another one, if I pronounce that correctly. Akio Miyani is amazing. It's just that if you find yourself in love with the author's work, there is a very high chance that you also fall in love with the other work as well, because it's the same body of work by the same author. So I would recommend checking that out, and the same apply for tags on AO3 as well. So if you guys are a little bit more familiar with navigating AO3, I would also recommend following the tag to find fic that is kind of like honed to your taste, and those are the purpose of the tags or the author out there, so you guys check out all of their work. Another thing that can be helpful to you is the collection on AO3. Now I know that collection is kind of like a gray area because it's not that very well coded on AO3, and a lot of authors will not allow you to add their fic to your own personal collection. But what I did back then when I first started is just follow some random stranger collection if their tastes kind of like match with mine, and that's how I can find a lot more fic to read on AO3. Now I know that fanfiction also can have like a boom on social media, so I came across a lot more fanfiction recommendation on my IG feed or on YouTube. There are also a ton of other YouTubers out there who does Dramione fanfiction recommendation like I do, so you guys can also check them out because their taste may be different from mine. You guys may be able to find some more hidden gems in the corners of YouTube. Those are all the places or all the resources that I use to look for more fanfiction to read when I first started, because I was just obsessed back then. I spent 6 months reading Dramione fanfiction non-stop, and I think at the end of that 6 months I may have read close to like 300 work, and those are all the places that I look for them. Now I just have a never-ending TBR, and I'm reading at a pace of a slog, so I will never be able to get through all of the work on my TBR. I will never be able to get through all the fic that I want to read. So I just want to share my supplier with you guys, and hope that you guys have a good time looking for more fic to read while I'm absent from this channel. Please feel free to comment down below if you guys have any more approach, any different resources that you guys use to look for Dramione fanfiction for your fellow readers, and I will see you guys in the next video. Okay.